My gizmo says it's sunny, but it's not. We almost have a new moon, I think. I think it's right about that. It's wrong about the time, but it's January 6th. It's just about freezing. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Thought I had you situated, but I'm a little low. It is Thursday, January 6th. I hope you are all well. I talked to my dad yesterday, and they're doing pretty well. He was supposed to get some kind of a monoclonal antibody treatment yesterday. I did not hear that that happened. I will be calling them. They take a lot of naps, so I was trying to call it meal time because they need to be awake so they can eat their meals, get their strength back. But they seemed pretty okay considering they have COVID, and so I have only good things to report at this point. I will call them later today and see what happened yesterday. But that's the update on the parents. Thank you so much for all your good wishes and prayers and healing thoughts. I appreciate it very much. So yesterday, well, I got up really late, so that made my day shorter because I went to bed early. Well, I didn't go to bed too early, but I went up early and I took a bath, which is not my everyday thing, and so my day was kind of shortened. But I did finish my second sock, the heel and the toe, on the second of the cranked socks, and so I have a new pair of socks, so that's fun. Today I'm going to work on my temperature drinks shelves and get going with that. I haven't decided. I guess I kind of decided I'm going to do the high of the day rather than last year. I used the temperature when I walked the dogs, and so we made note of the temperature every day when we walked the dogs. And I kept it in a journal. And I kept other things in that journal too, like my weight. I was like keeping track of my weight, and sometimes what I ate, and you know, that kind of stuff. Occasionally events. And I'm thinking I would like to do that again. I still have the same journal. It didn't get full because I stopped in June. My kids are going to end up with a collection of journals of me starting in January and, you know, trying and then not succeeding. And not being even very interesting to read, so, you know. So I'm thinking about restarting that journal. Of course, it's the 6th, and I have not been taking note of the temperature at walk time, although we've been walking around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and these days 2 o'clock in the afternoon is about the high of the day, so I could fudge it for the first few days of January and not be too off in my colors, I can tell you. So I will take note of the temperature today when we walk the dogs. We have some errands to run. We are getting weather tonight, and could wake up with 4 inches of snow tomorrow. That would be the first snow we got. We were possibly getting some of the snow that hit the Washington, D.C. area. You've been seeing the news maybe about the 24 hours people were stuck on I-95 in their cars in the winter. We need a go bag in our car with wool blankets and water bottles and maybe food. I'm not sure what food, but water bottles. But anyway, we were slightly north of that storm, and we did not get anything. We were predicted to maybe get something depending on how that storm went, but we didn't get anything. So we haven't had any snow yet. So I'm looking forward to waking up to snow, but it's not going to be a lovely wake up to snow and have a cup of cocoa and look at the birds. It's going to be get up and shovel the driveway so we can go over to Aura's so we can shovel her sidewalk before she does, because you know she's going to try to do that, even though she says she won't. I don't trust her. She's one of those people that just, you know, we used to blame Garland for, you know, he would decide something had to be done and then it had to be done. I think there's a little aura in that too. It wasn't just Garland. So anyway, so we won't be able to sit around and enjoy the snow first thing in the morning, because we will need to get our car out so that we can go over to her house, assuming of course the roads are clear. If the roads haven't been cleared very well, then maybe we can convince her to sit tight till we get there. But anyway, I'm looking forward to having some snow because it's beautiful and it's winter. And so today we have a few errands to run. We need to put fuel in our car and stop at the grocery store like everybody else. We will not be buying milk and bread unless that's on Aura's list. She's going to give us a grocery list. But Dennis is making the fish stew tonight. So we're going to have fish stew. So we need clams and mussels. So I'm have an emergency run to the store before the storm to get clams and mussels. Hey. And then go over there. We have some chili to bring her for her supper, and make sure she's all set and got everything she needs in case she's stuck in the house for a couple of days, and that'll be good. And I need to bring more wood into the garage so it's not out in the weather when the snow comes, so that I can have fires. But other than that, no big plans. Yeah, I'm gonna stitch today. I'm working on my drinks shelf, and I will show you my progress tomorrow, because maybe I will actually do that if I say I'll show you my progress tomorrow. Because I also want to start another Musselburgh hat. I need to go shopping in my stash because Dennis really likes my Musselburgh hat. And of course he can't have my Musselburgh hat because I love my Musselburgh hat. Although he could wear it if he needed to. But I'm just gonna make him one. But I need to find, I want to do it again in the DK weight like I did mine. And I need to find some really soft DK yarns because he's got sensitive skin and I want to make sure that he can wear it. So I will be doing some shopping in my stash today, looking for that yarn. And if I get tired of stitching, I will watch Little Pigment's video again on how to make that cast on. Or there's another one someone recommended that was on the pattern, somebody's name, to start that project. Because I can see why people are making more of those. It was a really enjoyable knit. I mean, it was just round and round, but that's what I like sometimes. That's what I like about socks sometimes. That's what I like about boxies. And the hat is really lovely. I mean, it's very plain. It's a very plain style of hat, but I really like it. I really like the versatility of it. I like a hat that keeps, I mean, my ears are the point. I want my ears really, really warm, and this one does it if I turn up the brim. So I can see why people really like this hat. And I have decided that maybe I do need a wardrobe of hats, even though I have no place to keep them. And I have no place to keep a wardrobe of hats. But if I'm going to be chilly in my house, then I can just wear hats. And I you know, I keep saying that. I'm not doing it very often, but that's something to think about. This is the first wool sweater I made many years ago. And I think it's called a simple V-neck sweater or something like that. I got the pattern on hard copy at the yarn shop that I bought the yarn from. I bought the yarn at Knitting Addiction in, well, it's now in Kitty Hawk. It's Plymouth yarn. And this is a huge sweater. It's really long. It's like a tunic, but it has a V-neck. And so even it's a warm sweater, and it's comfy cozy, and it's got roomy, but you've got to wear a scarf or a cowl with it, because otherwise you'll be cold because your neck is open. So works perfectly. And once again, my new cowl looks beautiful with it. So, although my outside was showing, although I don't care, it's just that I can see it from the anyway. So I started this sweater while I was on vacation in the Outer Banks, quite a few years ago now. But I'm cozy, and it's really long. It is tunic length. It goes to mid-thigh. It's crazy. I guess I just was knitting and knitting. I have no idea where that pattern is. It may be somewhere. I mean, I wouldn't have thrown it away, but that doesn't mean I still have it. You know what I mean? I don't know where it is. So meanwhile, that's my plan for today. It's going to be quiet. Call the parents. Make sure they're doing okay. My anxiety level is down because they sound so good on the phone, so that has helped me feel better. But I was really anxious. You know, I guess it's just one more scary thing on top of everything. So, but I'm feeling better. And I do appreciate your kind thoughts. I really, truly do. So thank you very much. And as you probably have seen, I got the podcast up yesterday. The other thing I should do today is put show notes in the down bar. I didn't do that. I just got the podcast up. And it was podcast number 99. My next podcast is podcast number 100. I feel like I should do something, you know, big. I don't know. At least a 100th podcast giveaway or something. Any suggestions? 100 podcasts. And, you know, in addition to the 630 vlogs, I have quite the library in my channel. Anyway, so I'm feeling okay today, except to keep coughing. And I'm going to go start my stitching or rummage in my stash or read my phone, which is probably what I'll do. So, and get this vlog up. So please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.